Hello everyone, welcome back to the Skulk. Continuing Winds of Change, or the story thereof. Alright. We got quite a bit of backstory on our last little, Alright, we were going to see the backstory of this person, because the other thing was so... The last episode was so extended. I just felt like this would just add another, maybe 5 minutes? Either ways. Let's start off with looking at the back. Yeah. Parallel Chronicle. Pro slammed his hand of cards down on the table. His opponents scoffed and shouted accusations of cheating. He smirked as he made his way to the bar, laughing them off. With his newfound riches, he'd collaborate over a drink.
Only when they lose do they accuse me of cheating. Where I come from, it's called a sore loser, Aaron.
It's only being sore if you're not cheating. Pro, are you swindling people in my tavern again?
Now, that's such a terrible way of putting it. There's nothing wrong with using sleight of hand to win. I like to think that they're paying me for my awesome tricks.
And taking it out on me and my tavern. Yeah, I can see why you think that's so much fun. You're not the one who has to clean up after the brawls.
Trust me, I'd kill for a brawl right now. And remember, this isn't your tavern.
Sure it is. Has my name on the deed and everything.
Oh yeah? Say that to Domic's face. He's only keeping you open as an intermediary. We need a neutral place between Mazeo and Valenorth.
Trust me, Pro. I'd manage just fine on my own. Most people come here for the drinks and the fun. Domic's support is a bonus, not really a necessity. Besides, how is your investigation going? Weren't you looking into the seer or something? Hard to do that when you play cards all day.
You think I'm playing, but I'm secretly listening. Your patrons have given me a great deal of information.
Unless he's lying, but, that's still a way.
So you're stealing that from them too? Are you ever gonna give anything back around here?
Yeah, I'm this close to making my move. There's this really cool sword being held in Valenorth. I'm supposed to retrieve it along with the seer. Of course, that was almost a week ago. Domic is pretty impatient, so I better hurry. If I take any longer, he might send someone else.
That's the smartest thing you've said. Not today or this week, just in general. It's not like that blade will come to you. Here, try this new ale that just came in. But after that, you really need to get to work. I'm afraid you're scaring away some of my business.
Yeah, I'll get right on it. At least let me write my boss first. There's a bunch of stuff he has to know.
You mean Domic? He's my boss too, you know.
Yeah, of course. I'll grab a paper, and you break out that ale. It better be as good as you're making it sound.
Well, now I have someone else coming after me. He sounds nice, but he could be a lie. Oops, wrong thing. Maps. There's maps. So we were just in the town square, and we were just in Miles' house. Unless there's something new here. No. Okay, yeah, we'll move on now. Just had to make sure. Because he did, what's his name? Gosh dang, I need to remember these names. I don't remember the girl. I don't even remember the name of her girl. I gotta remember. Let's go. Let's move on. The Grand Tree towers above everything else in Valenorth. And because of Valenorth's altitude, it towers above the world. We take slow steps across the makeshift bridge, holding onto the trees onto the side. Holding onto the sides. I was gonna say trees, but there's no trees in that sentence. Well, yeah, that one. Felisa. That's her name. Remember, Felisa. Felisa stops in her tracks, taking in the surroundings. A hint of confusion appears on her face as she breaks into silence. Let me reread that. as confusion as she breaks the silence. Not breaks into silence. It's not breaking into song. She can't just break into silence going, but even that's noise. Stopping as well. Fortame. Elisa and Valisa. Not Elisa. Valisa and Fortame. Gotta remember these names. They're my buddies after all. Valisa and Fortame. Fortame and I listened to her words.
Alright, we really need to talk. Seer, what are your thoughts on all this? You've been totally silent since we left Milas.
Hey, Valessa, no prying. Let him open up when he wants to.
I'm just curious, that's all. It's not like Milas treated us to afternoon tea. Everything is different. Besides, venting can help.
Oh, okay, I think I'm done. I was taking things as they come, to be honest. That is a really... I like how they have the stable kind of answer in these things. I feel invigorated, like I finally have a purpose. I don't know what to think. I feel lost. I'd rather not talk about it, actually. Being aggressive. Why do you want to be aggressive? Who wants to be the aggressive style? Unless those that... I mean, that'd be interesting to see someone who actually would, honest to heart, choose the aggressive style. Not just choose it for the curiosity. I would choose this one because I like being neutral. But this... I personally want to be a bit more outgoing and stuff like that. I feel invigorated, like I finally have a purpose.
You've always had purpose, actually. But I think I understand what you mean. You aren't just another seer. You're special.
She turns back around, and we continue walking. I try to admire the scenery, but that attempt is short-lived. Fortame, who had taken the lead, also stops in his tracks.
Actually, on the subject of venting, there's something I need to get off my chest. Or, I guess, there's something I need to ask you to.
Okay, go ahead.
Sure. What is it?
I know we don't like talking about this, and sometimes we pretend it never even happened. But we can't anymore. We're going to Museo. So I think now we need to face the facts. That's the last place our parents were... I mean, they were there when it happened.
Casualties of the occupation.
Now we have the chance to fight back against the Triumvirate. They were directly responsible for what happened there. Are we doing this for Alestia? Or for ourselves?
You mean revenge? Fortim, I don't know how to answer that. All of our parents... That was so long ago.
I don't know if that makes me a bad person or not. But we can't just fight because Milas told us to. We each need a purpose, even if they're different.
I guess I want Alestia's freedom. Is that not reason enough to fight?
That's a goal, Valessa, not a purpose. Let me ask the seer, why do you fight? What weight will you carry with that blade?
Dang. Why? That is a great question. I like it when things become relatable and you are put on the spot and you got to think of the actual feeling you truly, feel. Why would I be going after, this quest, this reason? Am I doing it because someone asked me to? Because my purpose? Or because I have something personal about this? A desire to avenge our parents. A dream that no one else will lose their home. The drive to protect my friends from danger. Actually, I have no purpose. I was forced into this. What? Why is that a symbol of song? I'd rather not talk about this, Fortame. That's a neutral one. This is actually my heart. I actually would choose this heart one. To protect. I would do what I can. I've always wanted to do something to help. Things might be out of my reach at times, but I always want to at least think of a way I can possibly help. It may take time, but...
Good. Tap into that drive whenever you can. Don't let any swing of your blade lack purpose. A fight without purpose is a fight you'll never win. I have more to say though, so hold on. Our parents went to Museo together, as a group of friends. Now, we're doing the same. And trust me, I'm worried. They got caught up in a fight, and we will too. But I don't want to die. I want to save Alestia. So promise me, we'll stay together, right until the end.
You asked me to make a promise I can't keep. Of course. That's probably being, like, prideful? Or very certain of something, I guess? Or boastful? Yeah.
There we go! That's the spirit! With that attitude, we'll never lose. Now let's get that blade and head to Museo.
I really would like to see... I mean, it's really cool when you have voice actors in animations or stories like this. Because sometimes their voice actually fits. Their voice fits the character. Because I can see that voice coming out of him. He definitely got the right look. Or just... he has a really good... Regardless. You know what? The look counts too. But he has a really good voice acting. A really good voice for the role.
Yeah, I'm about ready to get off this bridge. Not exactly the best place for a heart-to-heart. Though, honestly, I'm glad you opened up. And actually, I think I found my purpose. I want to fight to protect my closest friends. So, about that promise, I'll be here. Right until the end.
I nod, and they smile at one another. A few moments later, we continue our trek to the Grand Tree. This time, however, we reach our goal with no interruptions. As soon as we enter, we all spread out. Perhaps covering more ground will help us find it easier. However, much to our surprise, it's out in the open.
Wait, that's it?
It's wrapped up in a sack in front of the Grand Tree's altar. The general shape and size was easily discernible to me. It was the instrument of my death and Valinor's destruction.
There's a letter attached to it. Let's see what it says.
Wait, hold on. I don't think we're supposed to touch it. We should probably leave this one to the seer.
I'm sure it's fine as long as it's covered up. Very well. Feel free to do the honors.
They both look at me, leaving me little choice in the matter. It's not like they had any choice in this either, however. Taking slow steps to the altar, I look down at the letter.
Well, what does it say?
Hold on, I'm getting to it. I kneel down and pull off the letter, breaking some adhesive. It's from Milas, and it gives us a bit more information. None of us have really left Valinor, so guidance is helpful.
Instructions from Milas. Thank you for following my directions. It's good to know we'll be able to work with each other on this grand endeavor. Hidden inside this package here is the blade we talked about earlier, otherwise known as the Blade of Exodus. I'm not sure why it's been given such a name, but it was the Triumvirate's choice. As soon as you take it, please ensure that it never leaves your sight. A guide, Zamira, will be waiting for you on Main Street. He'll guide you to Peregrino, where you'll meet up with Pro, a trusted ally and longtime rebel. From there, Pro will guide you to Museo. Pro might seem a bit incompetent at first, but he's simply been following my orders. Having him come here and get you, as Damek originally planned, was much too risky. Instead, I told him to pass time in the tavern until you bring the blade to him. I had Zamira meet him in the dead of night in Valinor's outskirts to retrieve the blade and bring it to where you are now. This way, no villagers were aware, and there was no chance of complications arising. I'm sure Damek will understand this delay. One final thing. I authorize you with access to Solberg, now that you know its secret. Feel free to stop there on your journey.
So, unless this word and this writing is someone else posing as Miles, then Pro's actually a good guy. Unless he's a double agent. I put the letter in my pocket. I mean, that letter looked a lot like a book to me. And look at Forte and Valisa. It seems that our next objective was clear. Much better than before. If Miles simply threw us into the wild, we get lost immediately.
The Blade of Exodus. That's a bit of a weird name, isn't it? Do you think that's the person who made it?
Or maybe it's a title for whoever wields it. You know, something like Seer or Cirrus. What about it? Should we call you Exodus?
Such a stupid name, Fortame. I like the sound of that, actually. Let's just stick with me. Nah, I like my name.
Yeah, especially if the Triumvirate wants it back. Walking around as Exodus would put a huge target on us. That's not something we can afford if we want to blend in.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Forget I suggested it. Let's get out of here before we waste too much time. We're supposed to meet someone named Zamira, right?
Wait, was that name in the letter? I mean, the book? I mean, the letter that in the shape of a book? The size of a book? I did not read it or hear that name.
I know them. They typically guard the town gate.
Ah.
No better person to carry out a secret mission in the night. I'm glad we'll have a guide. I was starting to worry we'd get lost.
Yeah. None of us have ever left Valinor before. I'm sure it'll be great. We can even check out Salberg. Grab the Blade Seer. The villagers would never question you.
Woohoo! I nod. As the seer, they wouldn't care that I carried what I carried. I'm just gonna carry this giant nuke shaped package with me. No worries. Oh, no worries. You're the seer. We trust everything in you. I'm gonna put this inside the put this chemical inside of the water tank. Oh, I'm pretty sure it's just flavoring or preserving the water and trying to clean it, right? No, that's evil. I'm not. I'm just saying that. Certainly, regardless that I'm the seer, there could be anything. If you saw someone that you saw, no, wait, wording. If you saw an important person that you, like, let's say president or mayor or something, was walking around with some kind of bomb or something that looked very dangerous or questionable, I'm pretty sure anybody would question, why are you carrying that? Not to say, oh, he's seer, he's fine, he's got the bomb for a reason. Anyways. Oh, wait. I forgot to read that one. But I can understand if they saw an outsider with the blade. Miles' plan of using Zimara was definitely the best course of action. As we venture to Mazeo, however, some people might stare. But we're in a group, so I doubt they'd try anything. I pity the person who picked a fight with the Blade of Exodus. I carefully unwrap the package. The sight of the weapon causes me to tense up. I can almost feel the pain of the last vision. Felice and Fortame look down, seeing it for the first time. I exchange glances with them before my eyes return to the blade. I grip it for the first time, and that's when everything changes. With a blinding flash of white light, I fall back. Landing on the floor, I'm unable to see or move. It isn't much longer until I can't breathe either. I hear Valise and Fortame call out to me, but as my senses are robbed, the shouts slowly fade. A series of visions play out before me, and I can do little but watch.
You mean this was all just a trap? No, I don't believe it. I'm not giving up.
To think all of that was stored in this. After we tell the people, everything will change.
We will aid you in this fight. But you are no longer a rebellion. Today, you become something much more.
Wait! Think about what you are doing! Without us, there is no freedom!
Ah, shut up! Unless you guys were fine, and then the bat guy, I think he's a bat from what he looked like, was the cause of everything that was dealt and such. Maybe he's just maybe the only bad one. I don't know.
Don't worry. Nothing personal. Just playing with the hand I've been dealt.
A shadow man approaches me with a dagger in hand. I can't fight back. I can just watch as he sinks it into my gut. That's Pro! I know that voice. Soon after, I'm paralyzed on the ground. I can hear him laughing. I wake up, and I just wheezed out of what I could. I don't like this job anymore! I gasp for air as I grip the spot where he stabbed me. Felice and Fortame let out a huge sigh of relief. In my other hand, I hold the blade of Exodus tightly. I throw it across the room as I slowly regain my breath. They help me rise to a sitting position. The concern on their faces clear. Thankfully, I'm able to relax before they decide to question me.
What happened?
The blade. It gave me visions.
Wait, how is that possible? The spirits are the ones who give visions. Could it have something to do with your energy?
Possibly.
Valessa, it doesn't matter. For now, we just need to make sure he's safe.
Oh, right, sorry. Will you be okay? Can you move?
I'll be fine. Don't worry.
Good. I'm glad to hear. Miles left a change of clothes for you. It was tucked underneath the blade, see?
Oh, okay, so I have to look the part too. She points to the package that held the blade. Resting there is a set of battle-ready clothing. A holster, a scabbard. What's a scabbard? Is built into the back. Oh, a holster or scabbard is built in the back.
Maybe Miles knew that touching it was risky. If you wear this outfit, you can sheath the blade. It might be best to conceal it and minimize contact.
Wait, then why didn't he tell us that? Seems like a stupid thing to leave out.
I guess you have a point. Oh, well, I'm glad that things are fine. You should go get changed here.
She tilts her head to an alcove in the back of the grand tree. I guess it would provide sufficient privacy, so I grab the clothes. They turn their backs to me as an extra gesture of consideration. Oh, thank you. It looks like a mixture of Elisa and Fortame's outfit. Made of flexible material, it was clearly ready for a fight. The scabbard is adjustable. I could question it. I could position it. Questioning the position. I could position it for my dominant hand. Wait, does this actually matter? That is actually interesting. If this actually plays a part in this game, story, dang. I tilt it to the right for easy access to my right hand. Not that I expected it to be touching the blade all too often. Then the rest of the outfit is on. When the rest of the outfit is on, I walk back out to the open.
Whoa, that looks really good on you. A lot more fitting than that fancy suit.
Ah, thank you. I rather look more casual or ready than all fancy schmancies.
That's everything we need then? I mean, aside from the blade?
Oh yeah, the thing I tossed a mile across the field. That thing scared me. We all look at where I threw it earlier. Before we left, I'd have to touch it again. I can sense the anxiety within my friends.
Look, whatever happens, we're here for you. I doubt it'll be as bad as last time. And you're fine.
I mean, if I'm meant to wield this blade and fight with it, or defend myself with it, or defend anyone else with it, if I touch this blade and I instantly lose all senses and fall to the ground breathless and sightless, and only see visions, then what's the point of the blade? So maybe it was just an unload of information all at once on the first touch. Is there any indication to see with whether it's ready to give me the next vision? Because it would be bad if it wants to give me that during battle. Like, I'll defend myself, grab it, and then... He could have worded that a bit better, but there was truth to it. It was such a shock last time because I didn't expect it at all. But I was a seer of Valinor. I was meant to wield this blade. I slowly walked towards it, kneeling down when I get there. Whatever happened this time, I wouldn't let it control me. As I grabbed it, I reminded myself that I am the one with the spirits. The white light overtakes me again, but that's all. I can still move, breathe, and sense my surroundings. Deep within me, I feel a connection defying explanation. It's beautiful, and I like it, and I like to stay this way forever. Unfortunately, the feeling soon turns into something more. In a matter of seconds, the source of beauty is one of fright. The source of beauty is one of fright. I quickly sheathed the blade to prevent any damage. Whatever it was, doing it for too long would hurt me. Is the blade actually meant for fighting? Because if you're touching this blade and you automatically go white, bright light white, then how are you going to use the blade? Do you just sense that there's someone in front of you and you just have to swing? Or block? It seems that using the weapon would require some practice. Yeah.
Well, that looked fine to me. You didn't end up on the floor, at least.
Yeah. It still hurt me. I need to take it easy.
Whoa, really? Milas was right then. It takes strength. Remind me not to touch that thing anytime soon.
Yeah, you might just see something that will stab you.
I'm curious to learn more about it. Like, where it came from and who made it. Hopefully we figure that out along the way. So, should we get going? Or is there anything else we need to do?
We're supposed to meet Zamira on Main Street, but we should save that until we're ready to leave. One last look around Valinor couldn't hurt.
Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking about that earlier. Wouldn't want to leave anything behind.
I'm pretty sure I scanned my whole house and the area that outside the house and all the houses around the house. A new figure, party banter. Sorry. A new feature, party banter, has been unlocked. Following this text box, a brief tutorial will display. Okay. Previous areas of Valinor have been updated. Again! Oh, that means more story. That yellow thing with the black dots and black lines kind of looks like it's one of those old cartoony or certain cartoony images that looks like it's just the two dots are eyes, the small dashes of black on left and right of the middle one look like eyebrows, and then the long one looks like a mouth just above the eyes, so it looks like it's humming. While you can talk to party members, they can also talk amongst themselves. Icons on the top right of certain areas will indicate which combination is looking to talk, and whether or not you've viewed that scene before. Nice! Click one of the character icons to view that party banter scene. You can now leave Valinor via the world map. Clicking the icon near the exit will meet up with Zamara. The icon leading to Main Street will function as normal. Well, I guess we'll, well, looks like I have other things I need to do, but that's going to happen next time. And we can also talk about... we're just going to check out this whole darn thing next scene. Next episode. I can't really delete these, can I? But yeah. This is very nice. I like this story. Thank you guys for stopping by. Until I see you guys again. Have a great day, everyone.